Donald Trump has a theory on exercise that he believes that people are born with a finite amount of energy and therefore they shouldn't exercise if they want to live longer.
What the fuck?
Okay, and now what's great about that is that he believes that exercise is too much time and energy, but getting your hair done, your face painted orange, and tweeting at 4 a.m., that's going to keep you fresh.
It's been keeping him fresh.
Yeah, and what I also thought would be great is, like, they asked, well, so does Melania work out? He's like, yeah, of course. What do you think? I'm going to fuck some fat pig? Yeah, my wife works out. I'm Trump. What are you talking about? They're starting a service where if you die because you didn't have healthcare coverage, they'll cremate you and mail your ashes to the senator in your state if they voted against Obamacare. I mean, voted to strike down Obamacare.
God.
But now, to me, if you think Republicans are the most evil people on the planet, and they specifically wanted to strip your health care so that innocent people will die, maybe they wanted your ashes. Like, maybe they're going to shower your ashes.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't just be giving them the ashes. Like, this is the fucking devil. This guy specifically wanted you to die. He passed a reform so that you would be miserable, not be able to get health coverage, and die. Who knows what his agenda is? I can't wrap my head around people that evil. You don't want to. Maybe that's what they were after. But if anything, don't send them your ashes. You don't know if they're going to open it. I don't think that goes far enough.
Yeah, they're going to pop open a Bud Light and...
yeah, I think, if
pour the
anything,
ashes
you
in
should
there.
have someone spread it on their lawn. I love the situation, like, you know, like, they're sitting there, it's like out in Kentucky, little Timmy wakes up in the morning, he thinks it's the Dust Bowl again, like, are our crops not going to grow? And it's like, no, that's just the ashes of all the people Daddy killed.
It's our daily ash
Right, and at this
spreading.
point, if you're asking me, if you're already going to burn, like, your body and send them your ashes, I think it would be more effective to send your organs, because it's, like, multiple, like, at different times. I think best, this is what you should do. This is what I would do. If I was these liberals, you can't go to a hospital. You can't get coverage. The system hates you. Everyone hates you. There's no coverage. You're going to die. I say you go on a death march, and you show up at that senator's house. That way, every morning he wakes up, and he's like, fuck, there's another dead guy on my lawn again.
You can go die on the
Yeah.
doorstep of these guys.
Exactly. Now, here's one
Yeah,
of the most...
that would change shit.
I think that would change it. Because when people have to confront their decisions, if you actually believe that they are trying to create a system that
We'll kill off.
that is going to kill you and is trying to not improve it, but make the situation worse to make sure that you don't have health care and that you die, show up on their fucking door and make them confront the fact that they're killing you. Now, I had this incident once. I think it was like...
I feel like you died
11
before getting there.
I think I was 11 years old. And we were supposed to go on a synagogue chesed charity mission to an old age home. But instead of an old age home, something got messed up and we ended up at a hospice. And I think maybe they figured it out and we went to the other location, or maybe like we had made plans at the wrong place, so we're in this hospice. But at one point, there's this old lady and she didn't even have a room, right? She's just like out in the hallway on like a table or something, and she looks like if you sent a human being to Mars without a helmet. You know what I mean? Like that's, and she's literally lying on this chair, and I can't remember if she was screaming at me and Ellie, "Help me" or "Kill me." It was one of the two. I don't remember. But I remember it being the most horrifying sight of my life. I still
Because
can't
you didn't
process it.
want to do either.
No, I didn't want to see some dying old lady.
You didn't want to kill anyone. You definitely didn't want to help
I had
her.
no way to help her.
Yeah.
And I definitely didn't have a way to kill her. So there really wasn't much I could do for her, which means you don't want to see that. It's like homeless. You just don't want to see it. So if that's honestly your belief, I mean it. Show up to their fucking house, die on their lawn. But I gotta say, it's bothering me, the control of the narrative, because the extreme that they go to in saying, like, you're murdering us. The sale to me of the liberals is going, pretending like conservatives don't want to help people, or the libertarians don't want to help people. It's like, why can't government come along and help me? There's a really good book I read called Why Good People Are Divided by Religion and Politics, right? It's not that we don't want to help people. It's that we think we have a different way of doing it. We got a better way of doing it. And you guys are pulling these insane emotional triggers that doesn't allow us to have an educated conversation about what might actually work. You keep parading this idea that government's going to come in and help people, and they don't. It doesn't work. I almost feel like what the Republicans needed to do was, prior to this, they needed to pull these emotional punches on why Obamacare wasn't working. They needed like a Sarah McLachlan song. They needed the director from like those when you see those TV commercials with the dying dogs late at night. You know what I'm talking about?
Isn't that Sarah McLachlan?
Yeah, with the I had it queued up before the I will remember you, and then you see some starving dog. The Republicans needed that shit beforehand of all the people who didn't have health care coverage, because basically they just made a claim like, hey, some people don't have coverage, or these areas where people can't afford coverage, but they didn't actually make us confront the reality, or, you know what, make a video of what 2050 is going to look like if debt continues to grow in the way it does. Let's see.
Everyone's going to die.
Let's see what that looks like. Like, you want to play this game of the worst case scenario emotional trigger? Fine. Let's get the director who creates the saddest shit on the planet. And then there was even I want to play fuck, why did I close it? I had up here they've been playing ads like of sick people in areas where people are now running again for Congress of this person made it so that these people couldn't have health care. And it's hard to watch that and not get emotional and go, oh my God, what have they done? Now, I haven't read anything about this new Republican plan. I'm not saying I'm pro the Republican plan. What I am saying is I hate this emotional narrative where they just try and pretend like... I don't think Republicans are trying to kill people. I don't know that they're doing enough to help. I don't know. I literally haven't done enough research, but I do know as a libertarian, I'm invested in this. I don't have fucking health insurance, and I know that there's a better way for me to be able to afford health care, and it's not government stepping into the marketplace to help out.
Run your mouth, bitch. Yo, we out of our minds. Run your mouth.